Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 85 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one strong point for Episode 9 is how a lot of Jedi, Sith, and Force lore is going to be utilized in this movie by JJ and George, and what they really want to use for that in order to make a lot of benefits for the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren from start to finish of this movie by using the Jedi, Sith, and Force lore in specific and unique ways that are actually said to be quite unpredictable to the audience once they go ahead and see this movie. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren are traveling to a place called the Dark Spire, where it's described that they are on a path to meet the Forger, who is a creature that has been around for thousands of years. It's explained that eventually Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren meet the Forger and follow him down to a place called the Shrines of the Sith, where it's described to contain many secrets of ancient Sith, where eventually Kylo Ren is said to come across a large shrine that stands around 60 feet high, where it's described that the Shrines of the Sith location contains a statue of a brand new Sith Lord who actually lived during the Old Republic era that is dubbed as Darth Turu, where it's actually explained that the statue of Darth Turu is said to be Disney's way of adding in a brand new Sith Lord into the Disney canon, and is described to have been the very Sith Lord that pioneered the ability to teleport at further distances than any other Sith Lord in Star Wars history. It's explained that in Star Wars Legends there were many Sith who held the ability to teleport that are now being brought back into the Disney canon. Darth Turu is also said to have a series of artifacts that lies within the statue that the Knights of Ren eventually collect for themselves on their journey. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, like I've always said before in the past, I think that the main reason as to why we the fans are learning more about ancient Sith Lords in The Rise of Skywalker when it comes to, of course, these shrines and these statues and all these different things is because they are setting things up for the new Star Wars trilogy by the creators of Game of Thrones, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, and what they want to do with those stories. So the great thing about this is that we do know that Episode 9 is going to be a film that's really going to be used as a foundation to create new Star Wars lore, and that's exactly what J.J. Abrams and of course George Lucas really wants to do in order to really make the Skywalker saga expand into something else once it actually ends in order to create something new for the future. So I want to go over this particular character called Darth Turu. Now, T-U-R-U. Very interesting name. It sounds somewhat sinister in my point of view. Now, this is actually said to be an ancient Sith Lord that lived during the events of the Old Republic era, which, by the way, is now a canon piece of material under Disney. From, of course, the Secrets of the Jedi book, we do learn a little bit more about the Old Republic era through Luke Skywalker's point of view. So, with that being said, in Episode 9, this character, of course, in the form of a shrine that Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren come across, it's actually explained that this is the very first Sith Lord that pioneered the ability to actually teleport at further distances than any other Sith Lord in Star Wars history that actually originated in Star Wars Legends. So, in case you guys are not very well informed with Star Wars Legends, you guys may actually know that in Star Wars Legends, there were many different Sith Lords who had the ability to teleport either at short distances or very long distances. And this really does raise the question, right? If Disney is indeed bringing this back into Star Wars canon, why couldn't Luke Skywalker have been able to do this at the very end of The Last Jedi, and where they could have retconned the very ending of that, where Luke actually pulled off that ability to be alive in, of course, The Rise of Skywalker and well. So, with that being said, the Shrines of the Sith location is said to be thousands upon thousands of years old. This Forger character, we only got a glimpse of his hand in the first teaser trailer that actually debuted over at Star Wars Celebration, you guys may recall. That is the creature that is putting back the helmet of Kylo Ren's back together into one piece. So the Forger is thousands of years old. He's actually older than that of Maz Kanata, and is said to be basically a dark side version of Maz Kanata. You know, he has his own castle, he's on a dark side oriented world, where Maz Kanata also has a castle and is located on a light side oriented world. So you can really see the parallels here of what they're trying to do, you know, by JJ with The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker, etc. And the last piece I just want to go over here is that we do know that Kylo Ren is going to be using many different artifacts in this movie, a lot of different relics on his journey to, of course, the dark side. In fact, a lot of the toys that are coming out, the description of Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is that Kylo Ren is going to explore the very depths of the dark side in this film to become more powerful than ever before, to really fulfill his journey to being just as powerful as his grandfather, Darth Vader, if not more powerful than him. So anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.